Tell me more about this baby heroine.
I'm done with my baby hero now. I'm
I
very
want
happy
some
with how we ended
confirmation
the
because I'm
video.
pretty sure no one got any confirmation because after that we started talking about. Yeah, let's get some
I
confirmation.
self-skylined there. That is my skyline there.
It
The
was
ultimate segue to
so,
actual segues.
but then it segued far after that because and then we began on a whole different tangent which I
Well,
forgot
I
about.
segued to actual segues.
No, I seg, but that was way further along the timeline.
That wasn't that far.
It was.
Hmm. You
I'm
said
not sure I could
a
time then.
skyline has to be a two-man thing, right? And then I
Yeah.
finished my thought on baby heroine,
Uh-huh.
and then we segued into melanin, right? And riding the melanin wave.
It's
And
not
you went on
melanin.
about how good it is.
Melanin is the skin.
Oh,
Is the
oh, what am I
melatonin.
trying to say then?
Melanin
Melatonin.
is the
I
skin
forget the T
pigment that we get
then.
that makes us
Yeah.
have freckles.
No wonder why I kept on just saying melanin. Melatonin. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, I take melatonin to help me sleep at night. Like
Yeah. So
6 milligrams. It's freaking high dosage. Makes me sleep.
that's what I meant by riding the melatonin wave.
Yeah, and mine's just
That makes
forced.
you feel jazzy. Yeah, yours is. I want to send you a link to this Harvard Business Review.
I wouldn't mind listening to it. Because Harvard is a
Actually,
business
I
school,
read
right?
this one. I just started reading it. Hashtag Campbell Brain.
In the Harvard thing, in Harvard, it's a business place, right? Harvard Business
Well, no. I think
School.
Harvard is an establishment, and there happens to be a university called.
Harvard Business School. How many are
Yeah, there we
business
go.
students that go into college actually make a successful business?
But I doubt many.
Mm. And it's
Ooh,
weird because most successful businesses actually had people who failed to even go to business college.
well, probably not. Really, like.
It's funny actually. It's like
Well,
Bill
probably not.
Gates
It's only the ones that
never
we
went
care
to
about are
business
the
college.
underdog
He
stories.
dropped out of college. Yeah, it's funny actually.
Well, think about. I don't know how many actual businesses. Well, think about it. The only ones we care about are the underdog stories, right?
Yeah, sometimes that's what humans are programmed to do.
So that's all the ones we. What are you doing? Oh, a business review?
So is this a podcast or a book? Because I'm reading
Oh
a
yeah,
book
you said
already.
I need to record it, didn't I?
No, I did. I'm recording.
Oh
I'm
yes, you're
recording.
recording this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to send you Harvard Business Review. Let me just send you the URL then. Google Keep. Save. Anyway. Now you can take a look at that Harvard Business Review
I'll
article,
listen to
right?
it tonight.
Oh no,
Depending
it's
on.
an actual article you'll have to read.
Oh wait, no, I thought it was a podcast. You said this
No,
was
there
a
is a
podcast.
podcast. I was doing both. I was being cheeky and actually hashtag humble brag, reading the Harvard Business Review.
How's this a
While I
humble
was
brag? I said it initially, but I mean, I don't
Oh
understand
no,
there's like
oh
a
no no.
stigma for
If
people to
I'm gonna
say.
be hashtag humble bragging all the time,
It seems like
I'm gonna hashtag
you're
humble
humble
brag all the
bragging.
way.
Isn't even humble bragging. This is just bragging now. It's like
Okay, fine, I'm bragging.
honestly, I think I lost the whole meaning of humble brag.
Oh my soul. We just we kind of lost it there.
You.
We're a collective. If I lose it, we both lose it. So
I
tough
just
luck,
lost it
really.
because all you've been doing is just claiming that you've been reading the Harvard Business Review.
It is actually interesting. It is worth the read. But anyway,
Okay, I'll read it.
um,
No. Wait,
also
okay.
I sent you 2 links. I think.
9 hours
I sent
of
2 links.
9 hours? That's a long time. Damn.
What do you mean 9 hours?
9 hours sleep. It's like quite a lot. 7.
What? How
What do you mean?
is this? You uploading?
No, I'm not uploading. I'm saying, okay, so it's no secret that most of us don't get enough sleep and suffer. If you're between the ages of 16 to 64, you don't get 7 to 9 hours sleep per night. Your logical reasoning, executive function, attention, mood can be impaired. Worse, severe sleep depression. In the long run, sleep is, yeah, cool. Never mind. How many hours
Okay, so
do you sleep for?
okay, many people fight me on this, right? But so a growing person
A
needs
lot of
about
people
9 hours
fight
of sleep, 8 to 9 hours of sleep, right?
you.
I am very happy with 7 hours of sleep because that is when I function. That's when I function all right, and my brain works perfectly, so on and
But
so forth,
how
right?
would you calculate that? Is it preference? How? I think you have to do a full scale
I
test. No,
I have tested this, right?
no, like
Nine hours.
analytics and statistics.
This
Show
is
me
personal
the
preference.
statistics. I mean,
Well, you can't handle the statistics.
hmm,
So, so here's my personal preference of testing, right? 9 to 10 hours is too long. I feel lethargic. I don't want to get up.
oh
I'm hot.
definitely.
I'm bothered. I'm unpleasant, and I'm either A, I'm going to bed too early, or I'm getting up too late. 9 to 10 hours. Who the hell has
I can
time to
never
spend
go
nearly half a
to
day
bed.
doing nothing?
Especially like during school times. Like I hate going to bed early. It
So,
just
yeah.
hurts me.
So, on average, I aim for 8 hours. Right, that's the
Yeah.
accepted, good ballpark, right? I can accept that. Okay, if I'm
And
gonna
then
go to bed,
some people say like, oh no, that's way too little. 10 hours is the right way to
yeah,
go.
no, but that's way too long. But
Yeah.
so if I'm gonna say 8 hours, I can full on accept that I'm most likely am gonna spend the first hour of lying in bed, just like sitting on my hands doing nothing, right? So
Hmm.
so in actual fact, it only gets 7 hours. But that 1 hour of just sitting and having no stimulus is worth it.
It's freaking.
So I
I
count.
hate that feeling. It's the worst. That's why I read until I'm dead
I
tired.
no, I have a pastime that I just like make up a story or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no I have no problems with making up a little rubbish story.
Do you listen to
Yeah.
Do you listen to podcasts?
Um. Uh. Do I listen to podcasts when I sleep? Is
Yes.
that the question?
Before you sleep.
Yes. So
So you don't make stories.
I no, I do. Here's the thing. I said an hour before an actually full sleep, right? So in that 8 hours, I could spend an hour awake still, and then 7 hours of actual sleep. Right? I said that. I'll
Hmm.
have the podcast on for about 15 minutes, right? And then the
15.
podcast cuts. Yeah, yeah. I just have 15 minutes of podcast. It can cut halfway through a man's sentence, and I'll have to just sit there and be like, okay, I have to live with that. Right. So, I'll have it on 15 minutes, and in the next 45 minutes, or however long I stay awake for, is just me, in bed, making up stories, telling myself jokes.
You're a real
I,
special child, aren't you?
I'm the only child, that's what that is.
That's implying that
I am my own
many only
entertainment.
childs are special. You're super special. Don't worry about that.
Thanks. So, so yes, that is my sleep. And 6 hours, 6 hours, I can still function in 6 hours, right?
And you do this
But
every night with the stories?
What? But yeah, every night I have a story. Most of the time I keep a continuity between nights, but I think the longest I ever kept a continuity for was about 10 months, right? With the same story. I even got so obsessed with the story that I had to write it down eventually so I could keep the facts straight. So
Forget
I would
accounting,
read.
just write another Harry Potter and I'll be fine.
I could do that. No, but the thing is, um,
I agree.
it's a
Write a
very,
book.
it's a very emotional thing, right? You play um into how you feel. It's if I feel crappy that day, I literally in this little story have someone beating the shit out of me,
Oh
right?
wow.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah.
get that checked out.
Um, so um, so yeah, so that's the story, right? So it's a very emotional and raw thing that if it were to be written down, it would be writing down the facts,
How
but
about be a
nothing is
director?
how the facts relate.
Go to Mr. Southwood and go do a movie.
And Mr. South is leaving,
Ah, that's a good idea for
going to
him.
China, China, China,
Fine.
China, 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 Trump,
Trump? What do you say?
China, China, China. Oh,
I thought we're
ooh,
doing a
got a pimple
podcast,
on my
Josh.
head. Got a pimple on my head. It's turned into Beauty Cosmetics Weekly. Ooh,
Good luck with that.
thank you. Um, so on your new regime, how many hours of sleep have you been getting?
9 hours. But on
Ooh.
when I'm not on it, but that's just because I literally can't stay awake. I just in the middle of reading The Hobbit, I and I just fall asleep. I can't stay awake. It's
Are you
just
feeling drowsy when you're reading The Hobbit?
no, yes, my eyes just go like my eyes just fall down and I pass out.
Like,
That
is it
never
is it
happens
like
to me.
is it like an instant like from awake to a sleep situation? Like you could be
When I
running a
first
marathon
had
to be
it wasn't, but now I can't even tell you the time when I do fall asleep because it just happens.
well, yeah, just ride that melatonin wave
Yeah,
like I
mine has
said,
like
the
an
second.
overdose though. Oh, it's actually no. Technically, mine's on the normal state because my gland is producing less than what you would.
Yeah, so now that you're getting now you should technically be getting the correct amount, right?
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
So so now just ride that wave out and hopefully you can fall into the unhealthy sleep patterns of the rest of us.
Unhealthy. The whole point of this is to get my sleep patterns back to normal.
I know, I know. Well, considering that a normal student has to take Ritalin and anti-anxiety medication just to get through school nowadays,
Mm,
um, pick your battles. That's all I can say.
yeah.
If you're gonna tell this is I saw a joke, right? This is how you survive college. Tell
Hopefully this is a
you
segue.
okay, you don't talk about what you're gonna do with your degree to an English major, right? You don't talk about homework to a to an
Math.
engineer.
Or,
You don't talk about student loans to a medical student, right?
yeah.
Um, so that's a joke. So you
That's
can
funny.
see that if someone expect you see you can't expect anyone to follow any of the get 9 hours of sleep. You know what they recommend? For every hour of lecturing that you have, you should study 2 hours, right? That's 3 hours of your life. If you
Yeah.
have 2 hour lectures, um, and probably like more than one a day, you you'd be
Mm,
done. Like,
yeah. Unless you're in my
how?
predicament with incapable Gray, you know. Then the the men in the, or in my case, the woman in the desk chair is in control of my sleep patterns. so I can't control it.
Yeah. What can I say to you? If you get a normal sleep pattern, just come and say hello to the rest of us who are burning the candle at both ends, writing 5 tests a week, getting 5 hours of sleep a day
5 tests a
voluntarily.
week?
Yeah, I believe one of our biology students, she had to catch up a test. She had a biology test Monday, physics test Tuesday, business test Wednesday, catch up biology test Thursday, and then a business vocabulary test Friday.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is worse than normal. That
She ran into the lucky situation where one of her subjects had a free, and she ended up that week only writing 2 tests, but for all of us it sounded pretty crazy, right?
definitely.
Um,
So is
I
is that
hit,
beneficial for people with the information heroin injected into them?
if people had information heroin, or at least maybe some information cocaine or an information blunt, that could have really helped. But like in my personal experience, right? 2 weeks ago, I wrote 3 tests in a row, right?
Mm.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No,
And how'd you
Wednesday,
do on
Thursday,
those,
and
Josh?
Friday. Oh, I 83 in one, 70 in the other, 53 in the other.
Who's
Right?
Mr. Perfect now, Josh?
That's in order. That's in order. So my first test,
You didn't get
the
annoyed.
Wednesday one,
Come on.
the Wednesday one was 83. The Thursday one, 70.
So when Chris
Friday
says it
one,
to you,
50.
you don't get annoyed. But when I say it to
I
you, it's freaking no annoyance.
Oh no, he screams it out on the rooftops, tells everyone I'm perfect. This is not something you're supposed to
It's
tell.
jealousy, don't worry.
I know, but it doesn't. I don't want it to be jealous.
Unless
If
you
anything,
like
the
do
guy,
the classic Wooly and like just tell them casually. It kind of stabs you in the back, you know. But let's not get into that.
what the 83? It was a cat test. Who the hell can fail a cat test?
No, I'm not. I'm
Anyway.
joking.
Yeah, so I don't. Well, if anything, the guy with the marble countertops, the game reserve, and the multiple houses should have nothing to be jealous about.
Well, I mean, academics is a lot
Now there's
more.
more.
Is a lot more. You know.
There's more to life than money, I suppose, and that's what. That's in the end what he'd be jealous over.
So people like you. I'm saying this because you know how he refers to you, or Mr. Perfect thing. Like they say, there's more to life than marks. But when you don't have those marks, there's nothing more to life. That is your life, studying.
Okay, there is something more to life than marks, yes.
No,
But that doesn't mean that it isn't important, right?
Yeah.
There's always something more
But
to
for most
everything.
people, those marks are incredibly hard to obtain, and that means they want those marks because academics equals success, and you know that at least that is what I think most people
Wasn't
want is academic success. Correct me if I'm
It
wrong.
wasn't the fact that half of America's homeless population have college degrees, no, high school degrees. High school degrees.
Yeah, I know, but most people reckon as long as you have an education, you at least have a salary that pays the bills. You know, that is
Yeah.
what happens. That is what.
Principles doesn't matter.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
Excuse
I
me?
see what you mean there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
And there's no
people have to work
stigma.
multiple
It's a
jobs.
fact. If you
It's a
don't
fact.
have it, you're less capable of getting anything. Less than
You're
that.
less capable, but not incapable. There's.
You know, it's
point still
incapable
stands.
in this society. Okay, I'm not trying to be all the
It's
hippie kind of thing.
extremely incapable, but not impossible. Like, of course, you do get the thing where Elon Musk doesn't do
No, but
finish this and get this diploma.
no.
And you
Elon
can't
Musk
say,
did
oh no, Elon
the
Musk was
full gist, dude.
special.
He dropped out of college, but he dropped out of physics, and then he went on and made his business. You don't need a college degree to make a business. And
Oh, yeah,
he passed with a scholarship, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was
that's the
wrong.
thing. You can't be pointing out exceptions to the rule. He didn't finish, so he doesn't have the full thing. He doesn't have the full shtick.
I mean,
Yet he went and he made his own path, and that is why he is the reason it is not impossible but unlikely.
yes, definitely, but he is the reason why that's never gonna be the exact same. And I say this because once there is somebody, there is always gonna be someone who admires that thing of, oh, he made his life. He made his, I don't
He
know.
made his own way in the world.
Yes,
He made his
yes,
own millions, billions.
zillions probably.
Well, there's no trillionaires. Can I tell you something about Americans that I hate?
Yeah, go ahead.
They got something right.
What is that?
So, okay. So, it is a number file video from Brady that I assume you
No.
did not watch. Assumed right. So
Is this another
it is
friggin'?
about-
Is this a rip on me? I don't like his videos. It's just me.
Well, yeah, no, it's one of those things where if it's a number file video, you have to be really committed to math to go out your way
Not.
and watch number file videos.
Nuts.
So yeah, so there's a number file video, right? So then, so
You
it
don't
was
have to
going
agree
on
so hard.
how, you know, we're talking about millions and billions, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So a billion was considered to be 1,000 millions,
Yeah.
or it was to be considered 1,000 thousands. And these numbers leave you with different values.
1,000
Which-
thousands? I mean that
Yeah.
equals the exact same thing.
Well,
technically.
no, that's,
Wait, no,
that's the
100.
thing, it doesn't.
Ugh. Why do you have to do math?
That's the reason that you'd think it would be, oh, it's just the same thing, right? But it isn't. That's the whole point. There are two types of billions and trillions and quadrillions, sextillions, so on
What?
and so forth, right? There are
Two
different
types?
Yeah. But the common one where you just add zeros afterwards and you get your number, like 1,000 is 3, 100,000 is 5 zeros afterwards, 1,000,000 is 6 zeros afterwards, right? Then you get a billion, which is I believe 9 zeros afterwards, right? And then you get a trillion, which is 12, and you keep on adding 3 and 3, and you're going up in millions, billions, trillions, sextillions, so on and so forth, right? But there is another older method, which is more mathematically pleasing to the
Nothing's
trained eye,
pleasing.
not Mara.
Nothing's pleasing about mathematics.
Oh,
That's
shut up.
That's controversial, but actually,
It's not
I
controversial.
can't
It's
see
like
why.
stabbing me in the side and twisting the knife.
That is what controversial is. Some people might find it offensive.
I will find it offensive. That's why you're saying that, so.
Uh,
Anyway, that is just a nice factoid that I've picked up. I haven't been watching many. I hate Grey's production cycle.
yeah, me too.
How annoying
The
is it,
last
right?
one he released was in December. It's freaking.
I know, right? Like, I remember watching it on holiday, being like, "Oh," and I wasn't even that fascinated. I'm not.
But funny thing is, I loved that video, but I already knew all of it. So that's
I'm
my
not
humble brag.
really- I don't.
I'm just trying to
Okay.
get on your level, okay? Stop it. Go away.
Can't get on my level, bro. Now that's bragging. That's showing off right
No,
there.
that's just being a freaking dick. Okay?
Exactly. So I said that to prove a point. I'm not actually
Or
not
aren't
actually
you?
being a dick. Yes.
aren't you?
That's sarcastic. Sarcasm. The sarcasm. Good. Sarcasm.
Sure did.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
okay, so, how about Lipas, man?
Lip ice, lip balm, for the people who
L-
don't know what that is.
Lipas, for everyone else in the world who isn't an idiot.
Lip ice is a brand, Josh. I think.
No,
Yeah, it is a
it is.
brand.
Okay, it is a brand, but it is synonymous. Like what? Like Coke is just Coke. Coke is a soft drink. It's not.
Fine.
It's not.
I also think
Okay, this
it's a
is a
South
this
Africanism
is a this is a South African. I realize that now as the more and more I'm saying it.
because
Calling
lip
Coke
balm.
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Levi's
Coke
Levi's
has
is Levi's
a
and
whole other meaning to it as well. Which
Coke is a brand as well
what?
as just a term for soft drinks
What?
in South Africa. Yeah, it is. It is. Totally is.
In America, it's also chapstick. You know.
God. But anyway, so that's just a South Africanism. Um, so
Mm.
Levi's. Here's talking about Levi's. Um, I'm going to use the South African shovel for you, American piece of bleep. But anyway,
In nice fact, we do have a one American viewer.
what?
We do. In our
Really?
analytics, it actually says that we do, which is kind of cool.
Like one repeating American?
I don't
Like
think so,
like
but
just we once got a view from an American?
I think so.
He probably cut straight to the point
Oh,
where we're like,
oh,
God
never mind.
fucking damn it, American.
Never mind.
What?
That was a long time ago, and it doesn't say it
Yeah.
anymore. In conjunction with, because 100% of the views is from South Africa, so I'm sorry, I got your hopes up. Uh,
Well, no, you just got me very self-conscious all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, I keep on ripping on about Americans. I should probably stop doing that. I don't hate Americans. I just hate Americanisms. There's a
yeah, Americans
difference.
are stupid.
Americanisms are stupid. Not all Americans. It's like calling a blonde dumb, right? Not
Yeah,
all
true.
blondes are dumb, but dumb blondes are still a stereotype for a reason.
But you're technically blonde and you're dumb. I mean,
Right.
I wonder how that, I wonder how that saying got popularized.
So here is a
Because there's no
Josh theory.
scientific facts in that. Definitely not.
I'm sure there is some way. So actually, oh, I know where it is. I know where it comes from. I know exactly where it comes from because I'm
No.
awesome. Humble brag.
This is just bragging. Just say brag. Brag. It's a brag.
No, it's a
Uh,
humble. It's a humble brag because it makes me feel more humble when I say humble brag. It's a different type of humble
That's a
brag.
total meta game right now.
It's a self-affirming humbleness of the humble brag. But anyway, so Dumb Blonde comes from a role Marilyn Monroe played as a air hostess, I believe, and she is the stereotypical blonde, right?
Yeah.
But she played this role as a stupid person, right? As a dumb person that happens to be blonde. And so then this coined the term dumb blonde, right?
Mhm.
And so that's where the term dumb blonde comes from.
Yeah. Just wait. I also see
I love it
something.
when I can pull stuff out of my ass and I know it's correct. I
Oh,
love it.
Marilyn Monroe committed suicide.
Wasn't it a drug overdose?
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Booyah!
But I
Anyway,
mean, it's suicide. I mean, I wonder if he. I need to check that again.
did she die at 29? Please tell me she died at 29.
Why? Why do you want her
Because
to
then she'd be a
die?
part of the 29 club.
What? Okay, let's see.
Or is it the 26 club? I need to look it up now. There's actually a club of stars
Oh,
who
her
kill
name
themselves
was.
or die.
What is her name?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. Um. But Miss Bobcheva, she told us about this, didn't she? Yeah.
Ah, it's the 27 Club. It's a list of popular musicians, artists, or actors who died at the age of 27.
No, she was
It
36.
originated with the. Hmm?
She was 36.
Oh, okay. But anyway, it's an interesting thing, the 27s Club.
Okay.
It's because of their high-risk lifestyle, names are often put forward for inclusion, not because of the club. Entirely nation, there's no official. No shit, there's no official membership. No one wants to die intentionally in the beginning.
Yeah. Another dark thing.
So, Lepice.
Okay, Barbadate is a drug that attacks the central nervous system and system depressant and can therefore produce a wide spectrum effects from
So what's this?
I was gonna see if Marilyn Monroe actually committed suicide or was just like a, drug overdose.
Well, I suppose they go hand in hand. You don't
Yeah.
intentionally drug overdose, right?
No, I think you can.
You can,
Unintentionally.
of course, but then it would be ruled accidental, and you can tell the difference between someone accidentally screwing up their meds.
Maybe. I suppose.
Like my Oma is perfect for this situation. She kept on thinking to take her husband's blood thinners when instead
Yeah.
she should have been taking blood congealers. So she should have taken medicine to help clot her blood, but she was taking medicine to help thin her blood, and was the reason she had a stroke. Actually, no, sorry, it's the other way around. She should have been taking blood thinners, and
That's
she was
sad.
taking blood thickeners. Yeah, she had a stroke because she screwed up her medicine. Because she kept like 20 years worth of medicine in her house for some unknown reason, along with like 30 liters of water in assorted water bottles.
That's
This
stupid.
is crazy, man.
Yeah, that's stupid.
She was literally one cat away from storing her own urine, I swear.
So like an autistic person can. Anyway, sorry.
So what, you were looking at barbital or something like
Yeah. Probable cause of death, suicide.
that?
Do you think?
Any means of suicide? Hanging,
No, it
slitting,
was
drug
barbital.
overdose?
It was barbital.
Barbital. So, that was a drug
So
overdose.
barbital is a drug which induces effects like anesthesia. It's kind of addicting, I would think. Anesthesia is
Oh, because
addicting.
yeah, anesthesia because of its property of I no more feel pain, man, kind of effect.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I
that
do
one.
like my stoner voice. I no more feel
So-
pain, man.
It's a normal one, I suppose.
It's not my normal voice. This is my normal voice. Alright, this over here, my normal voice.
It is?
This is not my
Oh,
normal.
you're lying
This-
to me all this time.
This is my drug overdose voice, man. Like, you hear my man? Like, listen to the man. You get into the man. Okay. Levi's.
What were we speaking about, Levi's?
We were trying to speak about Levi's and we somehow got to Marilyn Monroe's suicide. Congratulations, short attention span.
Oh, it fits our description of scatterbrain teenagers, so it's fine.
I'm trying to fight my scatterbrainness very, very profusely, but anyway, it's
It's not
obviously
working,
still
Josh.
apparent in my person.
Just accept it.
I didn't say I was done. I'm still fighting. I'll fight it on the computer desks. I'll fight it on the laptops.
And fight it on YouTube.
Well, I'll fight it on YouTube. I'll fight it on Instagram. I wish
I'll
I
fight
knew
it
more
on
of that
social
speech.
media.
I wish I knew more of that speech, because then I could start having a crusade using Winston Churchill's famous "for fighting on the beach" speech.
Isn't there a movie out on cinema? With.
Oh yeah, the nominated one.
If I was still in Joburg, I would seriously take you to watch that anyway. It'll be awesome.
I wanted to go see Lady Bird.
Lady Bird. What's that one?
Actually, yeah, it's another one of the nominated movies.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
Yeah, I might watch Black Panther again tomorrow with my brother. So
ooh, yeah. I don't know. I might want to just go out this weekend by myself and just go see Lady Bird.
nice. Have fun.
Like, yeah, like
I'm sure.
tomorrow.
I'm sure Joel will love that. Um,
What? Me going by myself to go see Lady Bird?
no, no,
Ah, by the time he hears this, I would have seen Lady Bird already. So
no. I'm saying. I'm
fight
sure
me,
he would
John.
love to watch Winston Churchill. I don't. I don't see him
Oh,
as much
the
as
Winston Churchill.
a history buff as you are. Is he?
Oh, he's no.
Joe,
He
are
wanted to
you?
take history. He wanted to take history, I remember, as one of his subjects.
I didn't know.
But he wasn't
He
allowed
doesn't
to
seem
take
like
history,
one. He
Eddie.
seems like a basic bitch.
Oh, he's very much into um. Well, he doesn't profusely scream it from the rooftops like we do. But he's very much
I suck
into
at
the World War
history.
Two.
I suck at recalling stupid facts, but I like history. I like it.
Yeah, you can have a like. I know, you know the thing. This lady has a perfect memory, right? But she doesn't become a rocket scientist because there's a difference between being able to remember everything
And
and
being
being able to
interested.
do.
And being
Being
interested.
interested and being
Yeah.
able to do
Yeah,
is
true.
totally different to having
Yeah.
this. Like, you can be the best mathematician in the world, but numbers aren't your thing. You're more
And
of
you
an
just
art.
sell futons, mattresses. Okay,
Yeah,
that is a
so
literal thing that someone does. So I keep on forgetting the damn thing. It hurts my brain that I forget about the stuff. Um, a it's so simple. It's a simple word. Ah, okay.
futon.
No, no. It's an autistic person that has a fixation
Savant.
with one topic. Savant, thank you. Um, okay, a savant that is specifically inclined to doing. Um, he sees things in mathematical form. He sees different patterns and different objects and
Uh,
stuff
is
like that, and he
is this the
sells
guy I did it?
futons.
I think I know this guy. I did a speech on him. He calculated pi to the 10,000 digit. Is this the same guy?
I don't think it is. No.
Well, the same guy that calculated pi to the 10,000 digit. He makes a living off recording himself reciting pi. And I think he sells furniture with his parents. I don't know if he sells futons specifically, but he does this like menial low-end job compared to his amazing ability to calculate pi.
And also, the funny thing is, so he wasn't a savant initially. He was actually quite a hipster, ruffian guy, and he was mugged and he hit his head on a sidewalk, and from that day on, he had a head injury, which made him semi-autistic, but in a good way. um,
Well, he's on the spectrum that people see as
as
beneficial
yes.
comparatively to the other side of the spectrum,
Mm,
which I'm very attuned to the other side of the spectrum.
yeah, you have a
Uh,
nephew or something.
Shout out to Connor if you'll ever understand this.
Yeah, yeah. It's quite. Did was he born with it? Born with
Yep,
autism?
he's about 2 years older than me. Or 1 year, I can never
Say
remember.
18,
Um,
17.
yeah, yeah, he is. He's never gone to school before because
Sheesh.
his parents could never afford it.
Oh,
But
so it wasn't even a thing of he couldn't. He was just
there's
like,
a whole lot of family drama to go along with this, but you can always delve deeper into a story if you tried. But
yeah,
the
definitely.
fact of the matter is, hashtag go Connor. Anyway, lip ice.
What about lip ice?
What kind of lip ice do you like? That's my question. I tried to ask you the question. Do
The
you
dark
like what
blue
type
one.
of
The
what
dark blue one.
what what do you mean? What
Um,
brand is that?
it's Labella.
What? Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I found I Like, you know those crappy skin ones?
Oh, the ones that are in like a really thin oval shape.
Mm. No, no, no. Not the cylinder. You mean
Cylinder,
cylinder?
cylinder,
Yeah.
oval. It's more of an oval. A cylinder is more roundish, like circlish.
No.
Yes. No, just Google it. Google
So
it.
it's a cylinder's a cylinder, an oval's an oval.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you mean an egg? An
Lip.
egg. An egg actually has a name.
No.
Like an egg has an actual
Oh,
shape name.
is that what you're? Those ones actually screw off the
No.
top.
No. I'm talking about literal with the
Lip
skin
ice.
cylinder.
Lip ice.
Little.
I'm going to show
I'll
you.
send you a picture of my lip ice. Look at this lip ice. Look how beautiful this lip ice is. So this was from the career day, right? Um, in the career day, um, the one of the stands, no one was at the stand, so I decided to commandeer some of its lip ice for my own personal use, whatever.
Okay. I'm gonna send you one.
Photos of my room.
Uh, you didn't actually send me that thing, by the way.
Oh, it's taking its
Oh,
time, I swear.
and it just sent.
But it just didn't. Oh, don't ask me why. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know
Or like
why,
those? Just check
Mm.
the one I sent you.
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it an egg shape?
It's not an egg shape. That's the one that my mom uses. I just sent it to you.
Oh, those. Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are the ovals, the thin ovals.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
no,
my
I
basic
do.
shapes. Okay, this is not an
I
oval. This is like
I
a.
forget. I forget. I'm not perfect. I forget
Oh,
about
you're
it.
not perfect? Oh, that's a new thing.
Oh, I will
Uh,
I will
uh, uh,
find my way to Cape Town and
label
I'll
me
shove my
for
foot so
once.
far up your ass you'll be
Someone must be
speaking
mean to
boots,
me.
my
Come on,
friend.
be mean to me.
I did. I just said I'm
Hit
gonna
me.
shove my foot so far up your ass you're gonna be speaking boot.
Hey, I meant labels.
What?
I meant labels. You're Mr. Perfect, and I'm Mr. Add in there. Or not.
Very bad
It's
names.
fine if you don't have to. It's alright if you don't
I
have
will come back to you on that one. Next week I will have a label, a derogatory label to you for you.
to. Mr. Fuck.
I could probably find a very, very derogatory one now, but I don't want to be mean.
Oh,
Like
please be
very mean.
mean. I have a thick skin. Especially if it's from you, because you're a softie. So that's fine.
Ah, you know me too well. I can't. I can't go that mean.
But when you do go mean, it's very passive aggressive, and that's the worst part. Like a real bitchy passive aggressive.
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be too mean. I don't wanna be too mean. I'm not a mean person. I don't wanna be cruel. I can be very
You can be
cruel.
mean. Don't
I,
disregard yourself. You can be really mean, but we've known each other so long that I couldn't care less what you said. So, no, I mean like in the place where you're being mean to me.
I morally refuse to be mean.
Like, stop saying that because you're mean to many people.
I am not mean. I am cold. There is a difference.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
There's a difference.
There is a
I can be
difference.
I have no problem with being cold,
Because
antisocial, and
you don't
indifferent.
go out of your way to be mean to people.
When I do, I feel extremely, extremely guilty afterwards. And it's more of a thing of saving my own mental sanity than saving your personal dignity. That's what it comes to when I am
Mr. No
being
Empathy.
mean. I have empathy, but it is reserved for the I'm in my emotional scale goes saddened, indifferent times 100, then there's empathy and guilt right at the very top end of my emotional scale.
People say
Right.
I'm an empath, but I don't agree with it. I don't have empathy in that way. I have empathy who deserve it. But I couldn't care less if, um, I don't
I'm
know.
just googling what
Anyway,
empath is.
I actually don't know what that means either. I just thought it meant empathy.
Empath. Chiefly in science fiction, a person with a
Science fiction?
paranormal ability to perceive the mental or emotional state of other individuals. So it's like, okay, I know it, okay, yeah, okay, a good example of this would be, let me actually just look at empaths.
When did we start analyzing each other?
When you said I had to give you a
Oh,
label,
yeah, yeah. I forgot.
I don't want
You don't want to?
to. The
So you're not
mutants,
gonna give me one?
I'm gonna think of a suitable one.
I'm putting in the show
Um,
notes. Put it in your show notes.
put it in your show notes, it's your
I'm
label.
giving you no, I'm giving it to you. Give give DA label. I'm just gonna put in there mean. Mean.
I refuse, I refuse.
Cool.
Superhero
No.
impact.
Empath. No.
Well, I
Check
want.
on the side of it. It says empathy. Oh, that's empathy. Um,
No, I read the thing, but I want to find a superhero that is an empath.
what? How is that even possible?
Because it said it's chiefly in science fiction.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
want to find a superhero with empath. Empath is a fictional mutant appearing. Oh, it's straight up an actual character. Assumably with the ability of empath. Um,
Okay. So the person who said it to me was my mom's friend, who my mom said something, and I don't know who she is, and yeah. So and I haven't even googled it. So don't hold me to it. Don't hold me under oath, stupid people.
ooh, look at the Google graph of this, the Google
What?
timesheet thing.
What are you
So
saying?
empath.
Yeah.
So go to Google Books Ngram Viewer.
I've never gone on that.
Oh, it's an amazing site.
Okay. What is it? Google Books something?
Ngram Viewer.
Google
I could
Books.
send you a link to it if you want.
Yeah, go. Ngram. Ingram viewer. Ingram.
N like straight up an N
Okay, okay.
gram.
Got
Okay, I sent you a link to it on Google Keep.
it. Okay. Yeah, I just found it. Google Books
Yeah,
Ingram viewer.
so open that up, right?
Yeah.
And now you can type in any word you want, and it'll show you its usage since the
Ooh.
1800s, all
Ooh.
the way up to, because you know Google's on this warpath to scan every book in existence, right? And the Ngram viewer only goes up to 2000. Right?
Oh, that's cool.
Well, no, it goes up to the present day. What bullshit am I spouting? So you
No,
can
it's
also
only 2000.
no, it goes up to 2018, but look at the scale. So it goes 1940, 1960, 1980, 2000, and then a little bit of line there. A little bit
Oh,
of
okay.
line. That
Okay.
is the yes.
That's
So you can actually do more than one word as well.
okay.
Um,
Sheesh.
um, I don't know.
So it
How
literally spiked in popularity in the 1940s, and that's when like science fiction was on its most high.
Well, I think in the 19. That's not the 1940s, is it? That's the.
No, it's
Is it?
1950s, 1940s, 1950s, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
that's like. Yeah, like it started 1940s, and it looks like it
No, actually,
definitely
it was more
peaked
like
about 2010.
1946, and then that's when like the first one was there. Oh wait, no,
And
there was actually a percentage there. Cool. 1946?
Where's the
Okay, it
percentages?
literally started 1946. 0.0000887%.
Are you looking this on your computer?
Yes.
Because I'm at a disadvantage. I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Search lots of books. I know there's one where you can put in more than one word. Um,
Empathy.
Google,
Let's check
Google.
empathy.
So, while we are looking this up, if anyone has any interesting words, like I think I was looking up the term. I think my dad dared me to look up the word boob.
Ooh, I want to say that.
um, so
Ooh,
I wanna put
that's real fluctuation there.
but I wanna
19.
put in more. I wanna put in more than one word. How do I?
Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, it's a comma. Oh, there we go. It's
Yeah.
just I forgot. I just forgot a comma. What can I? Okay, so let's look up the word. What words? Ooh, okay, I know. I'm gonna do podcast.
It's funny. Check this out. I wanna send you a picture. I wanna send you a picture.
Something just fell. What just fell? Uh-oh. Um,
What happened?
something just fell.
Fell where?
In my room. Just like I just heard. You know, you hear that like reading something.
It's Harry Potter.
What? What? Harry
Ghost.
Potter fell?
Ghost. It's a ghost. It's probably a ghost.
No, it is. Oh, it was the cable. Oh well. Silly me.
Okay. I
Okay.
sent you a picture. It's quite funny actually.
Okay. Let me just podcast. Boot. What? Look up the word podcast.
Podcast. Because that's not gonna be very, very.
Oh. Oh no,
Yeah.
you're gonna be surprised by this.
Maybe it has a different meaning. Because this is only in books though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, but
1960? That doesn't make sense. But I mean, then again, it spiked in popularity.
wait, so what are we looking at? Is this the photo? Are you looking at the photo you sent me or podcast?
Your photo I sent you, it's kind of funny. It,
Okay, so here's the photo. D with his very PG mind. So he looks up the word penis, boob and vagina. Congratulations, D.
hey, I was just
You
going
are a
on the
you are a
same.
trophy to the humankind, to the human
Thank you,
race.
but I was going on the same source, you know? Oof.
Yeah, okay. I planted the seed. You just harvested the fruit. What can I say?
Yeah, it's not
So
my fault.
the sci
If
I
anything, you're
assumed
a pinnacle of human intelligence.
I assume that that the scientific use of the word penis has been in use since the 1800s, but the word boob has only came around in the 1920s, and I
In
assume
books, though.
that
This is books, dude.
yeah, all we care about is books, right?
Maybe. But in, like,
Like think about
verbal
it.
use as well.
If you were to scan only movies, then it would only start in the 1900s and I mean the 20th century. So we wouldn't really care. It's the books that matter the most.
Hmm.
Um, so so I assume it comes up in the 1920s, not as in the female genitalia, but more as in the dumbass, you're such a boob
Maybe.
situation.
But check the last picture I sent you. That is mega use.
Okay. Um, what is it? Is it pass and pass? Looking up like different capital letters for it.
Okay, no, the latest one. The last one was kind of stupid. The latest one.
Pass with a capital P. What the? Is that is that pass being at the beginning of a sentence?
No, I was meaning the way our friends say, you know, I'm not gonna say it, but
Oh, push.
yes.
I
I knew
believe that
that's
has
a
an
South
E.
Africanism,
I
so
believe that's an Afrikaans thing, actually. But
yeah. But check the latest one. That's
I do believe
the
that has an
word.
E. Just saying.
That's
But
the
anyway,
word.
so this is the normal English. Okay, so the capital. Okay, I see they give you normal capital letter and then full caps, right? So they give you all lowercase. They give you first letter capital, and then they give you full caps. Obviously, the only ones you'd really care about is the lowercase and first letter capitalized, right?
Mhm.
Um, that's the only one you'd really care about because then that's are the ones that are actually used. But it's an interesting fluctuation, and I see how the lower case wording could have spiked in recent years, especially since it is used more in a sentence than as a name. Interesting, but
That
anyway.
word on Google Images, the first image that pops up is Donald Trump with two people. So that's great, if you know what I mean. Do you?
Yeah, yeah. The Trump's known for his ways, and
And its definition: informal cat and vulgar slang, women's genitals.
what's up, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah,
What's
I
up,
also don't want
pussycat?
to. I also don't want to
Whoa,
end this
whoa, whoa,
podcast
whoa.
like that. So.
Peanut, end it, end it.